arábìnrin, arákùnrin, yé wo aago aláago ṣiṣẹ́ fa. Welcome to the Singles Haven. I trust you're doing well. Happy new month. I hope the month of May was good to you. How are you doing? How is family, business, work, everything? So today I'd like to discuss pressure, pressure, however you pronounce it. we're gisting about pressure. Pressure from yourself, pressure from family and friends, pressure from society. There's an unwritten rule that says that when you're approaching 30, like, girl, what's going on? Why are you not married yet? Where's the man? Why are you going out alone? Why isn't there somebody hanging around, why are you not hanging around somebody? Why is someone not hanging around you? When you go to parties, there's this question, especially family events, like, how far now? When are we coming to be your own? When are we coming to dance? When are we coming to eat your jollof rice? When are we coming to celebrate you? The bottom line. Then are all your friends married? You are the singlest in their midst. How are you dealing with that pressure? How are you dealing with the pressure from your parents, your siblings, your cousins, asking you how far? What's going on? Is anything the problem? How are you dealing with pressure from you? Yes, you. So I believe that women have it harder than men. I'm not sure if men, go through pressure as much as women do. Even if they go through it, it's not as much as women. Maybe less than 50%. So there's, I've heard it from Steve Harris, and he says that society give more grace to men. So when a man is, getting older, he's called the silver fox. People like George Clooney, the older, the finer, fine wine, that's what they call it. But the woman, it's called an old hag. So here's how I've been able to to handle it. There is no hard and fast rule. Everybody is different. So your own way will be most likely different from mine. And please don't forget, share, especially if you're a woman, share how you handled pressure in the comment section after watching this. So, we can learn from each other and we can build up each other with our words, encouraging words and all. So for family and friends, my parents, when they asked me, how far, is there anybody? I tell them no. There was a time I used to tell them, especially my mom, when there was someone asking me out, like there was a light at the tunnel, there was a ray of hope, I would tell her. Then gradually I just stopped. When there wasn't anything concrete, then it was, somebody asked me out, somebody, me and somebody are getting closer, I'll just share with her. I just realized that, I was getting her hopes high, my own hopes too were getting high, so I'm just like, well, let me just leave it. Anyone, until, it becomes officially serious, before I'll let her know. And after a while, she stopped asking, and I stopped telling. And I know that her stop asking is not because of she's not concerned, but I believe she doesn't want to put me under undue pressure. There was always a question. There was a season of my life that there was always, I can't say there was a timing to it, but occasionally she used to ask. Then my dad, once in the blue moon, maybe once in 6 months or once in a year. I remember there was a time I traveled home, I think 2021 or so. Face to face, he asked me, and all. He was like, that he thought that my coming home was to tell him that something is about to happen. I said, can't I come home to go? Can't I come home to come and see my parents and spend time with my parents? It's like, yes, that one too. Yes. Well, that, now how far and all. I said, well, there's nothing yet. Like, there's something, there's someone, I will let them know. And he said, okay, no problem. And I can't remember them asking me last year. They've not asked me this year so far. But this year is still is still somewhat fresh, halfway, almost halfway. So who knows? They might still ask me down the line. Then family pressure, like from extended family. Well, not really. At least my siblings don't bother me. My cousins don't bother me. They would have their questions, I believe, but they've not brought it to me yet. Then extended family, my aunts, uncles. The only time I know that there's a question from extended families when we have a gathering, and it's not a question per se, it's just a prayer. So that next time it will be your turn, we'll soon come to celebrate you and all. Way back in the past, it used to be, what of your own? When are we coming to celebrate your own? When are we coming to do your own? But now, it's now, we will soon come to join you to celebrate and all. For my friends, they no longer ask. I guess there's a time and season for everything. They no longer ask. Well, okay, they ask, but just occasionally. Like, how you doing? Is there anybody? And I'm like, no, there's nobody yet. That's how I always answer. There's nobody yet. Okay, no problem. So now we just, all of us, we're talking about making money, making impact in life, and all that. Um, then my single friends, we have to talk about occasionally. Okay, so how was your speed dating? Is there anybody still following up? I mean, is there anyone? Is there anything new? Nothing. Oh, okay, no problem. Society. Oops. We're moving on from society. Society has no hold on me. I hope society doesn't have a hold on you. It doesn't have a hold on me anymore. Then the most difficult or the hardest I discussed is the pressure from oneself. How are you dealing with the pressure from you? Are you putting yourself under undue pressure? Oh, I'm going to be 30. Oh, I'm going to be 50. Oh, I'm going to be 45. My goodness. Anxiety, sadness, unusual sadness, a bit unwarranted sadness. So, as I was thinking of this um, topic, there was a scripture that came to mind. There is a time and season for everything. There was a time that, from secondary school, I'm sure we've all experienced this, or at least most ladies would have experienced this, where you feel like at 25, you'll be getting married, or you should be married at maybe 26 or 27. You should have your first child. It depends on how many children you want to have. Then you now pace them. So by 30-ish, you should be done. That was, one of my one of my plans, to be done by 30, at most maybe 32, with children and all. And alas, 30 came, 35 came. So every other month, I used to wonder, like, what is wrong with you? Are you sure? Are you doing enough? Are you going out enough? Abi, is there something wrong? Why aren't people seeing you? Why are you not dating? Why are you not getting married yet? Why aren't you married yet? I just ask myself a lot. And one thing is, these questions are internal. I believe they reflect on the outside. They reflect on your demeanor, how you carry yourself. You feel like, okay, because I'm not married yet, nothing good is happening for me, or nothing good has happened for me. But that's so wrong. That's the wrongest mindset, wrongest mentality ever. So I can't exactly say, okay, I stopped putting myself under pressure at so and so age or so and so day and year and time. But I just found out that I think as I was approaching my mid 30s, I'm just like, man, this has got to stop. It doesn't look like it's going to happen anytime soon. And are you going to live your life revolving around, I'm going to get married, I want to get married, I should have been married by now? So I just, gradually I started to pipe down on that, like, don't do this to yourself. Don't overburden yourself. There's life, live life to the fullest. And I hope that scripture encourages you that there's a time and season for everything under the sun. So it is your time to be single. Enjoy it and live it to the fullest. And when it's your season and time to be married, enjoy it to the fullest. So that is what I am leaving you with today. There's a time and season for everything under the sun. And lastly, God makes everything beautiful in its time, in His time, rather. God makes everything beautiful in His time. So, who says you can't get married before the end of the year, of early next year? Who says you can't get married? So please don't put yourself under pressure, dear young lady, dear middle-aged lady, dear lady who is older. Please stop putting yourself under pressure. Live life, live your dreams, that dream that you have, the goals you want to achieve, the goals that you set for yourself. Live life to the fullest. And while you're doing that, love will just find you. I hope this has helped. I hope you've learned one or two things. Most importantly, please don't forget to share what you have learned in your own experience, from your own experience. Share it with us. Let us learn from each other. Thank you everyone so much for watching. And as I always say, do not allow anything or anyone steal your joy. Especially you. Don't put yourself under unnecessary pressure. Don't steal your own joy. Have a beautiful week and have a beautiful, beautiful month of June ahead. Bye.